Hi, I'm Norman A. Hood, financial advisor and host of the Exit Plan Show. I interview America's top advisors, like today's guest, Cher Bumps of CABA in Oklahoma City. We help business owners enjoy more personal freedom, grow their companies faster, and transition ownership seamlessly when the time comes. Thanks for joining us, Cher. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
We're going to just start out and tell our audience a little bit about your education, your background, and your career path up until now.
Okay. I was born in Indiana.
Okay.
Actually was raised, I always like to say, by the nuns. I was all the way up, including St. Mary's Notre Dame.
Okay.
And moved to Oklahoma City in 1977 and started in the insurance business, life insurance actually. Didn't really care for that, so gravitated to small businesses and doing employee benefits, doing small group health plans for employers. And just, I would say, within a very small span of time, really understood a little bit more about those needs and moved more into the self-funded concept and just continued to gravitate into other concepts of benefits totally. Okay. And started CABA in 1987 and started a lot of administration. We were a third-party administrator of self-funded medical claims. We did workers' compensation in-house, retirement plans. First people in the state to actually do cafeteria plans, flex, COBRA administration, employee assistance programs. So just the full gambit of employee benefits, including all types of compensation planning, things of that nature, executive benefits. And so I would think exited that strategy and really moved to just more of a consultative basis now, where it's just a kind of a consulting firm. Okay.
You and I just met. I've got acquainted with you online. I think we talked on the phone. But how would the people who know you the very best, how would they describe you personally, your friends? Or?
Well, from a business perspective, I have been called on many occasions an artist in a business suit.
Okay.
And that seems to be very funny, but it's because
that's complimentary too.
I don't approach the business probably the same as most people. I think I have somewhat of a creative flair. I think I'm a very good listener, and I do think that every plan I design differently. I don't think there's a one stamp fits all. I don't think there's one plan fits all. So I think creativity, solutions that fit a client's needs is how I would describe.
Okay. Can you tell us more specifically about what CABA does?
What CABA actually, I think what CABA does is when you take the complexity of benefits, especially now with all of the changes in legislation, and is that we really find solutions that fit a business model of a client that also meets the legislative requirements. So whether it be medical insurance or disability insurance or retirement plan or some type of other benefits for executives or whatever that might be, we design those programs, we do the contribution formulas, and we make sure that they're in compliance with all legislative regulations.
Okay, good. You aren't the only benefits broker or benefits consulting firm. There are a lot of people that do benefits differently. We were talking off camera. Your approach is really pretty unique. Can you explain to our audience what differentiates you from the standard benefits broker that they might bring in?
First thing I would say is that we do not consider ourselves to be a broker at all.
Right, yeah.
We really consider ourselves to be a partner, and a partner to HR. I think the greatest compliment that we can be paid by a client is when they let us move from one side of the desk to their side of the desk, and then we become an advisor. And we're no longer trying to sell them something. We are part of the solution, and we're part of the problem. One of the things that really differentiates us is that we do not take commissions. We are fee-based. So a client doesn't have to worry that we are making a recommendation that we're going to make a lot more money versus something that might really be what they need.
Right.
And I think that is a very large factor, especially when you look at how broken the current commission system is. Just because they get a 20% increase doesn't mean I get a 20% raise. I think our clients like that, and I think it makes them feel comfortable. The next is, I think, all of our in-house services, because we do a lot of administrative things in-house, and because we have the full gambit. There are very few companies like ours that have HR solutions, that have HR support, that have enrollment online software, that have the ability to do retirement plans, have an employee assistance program. So they not only can buy those at wholesale prices rather than retail, but they have one person that can sit in front of them and answer a retirement plan question, a very difficult HIPAA question, an ERISA question, and it's just a one-stop shop, but at a very high level.
Right. Okay, great. You personally, is there any one thing you'd like to do more than other things at CABA?
You know, actually, yes, it's be out of the office and not running the business.
Okay. Well,
I was taught a lesson a long time ago, and it was, you know, the most successful people are those that are very, very good at understanding what they're good at and what they're not good at, and hiring those people to support what they're not good at. And I hired a COO years ago. She's been with me for 24 years, and she runs the company, the operations of the company. I am a consultant. I am in front of clients, and that's what I do all day long.
Okay.
Is I manage benefit programs.
Okay, where do you get the energy to do it? Because I can tell you're energetic.
Well, I think the energy comes from the challenge. You know, with the legislative changes that we see in today's marketplace, I think that you have so many employers putting their head in the sand. You have so many people, especially benefit brokers, or other type of people that say, oh, it's going to go away with the next election. Oh, it's a horrible thing. We're all going to go out of business. Oh, everything's, you know, bad. I think you have to embrace the law for what it is today and find a solution, you know, and be ready to change with the law the next day. I just think it's ever-changing. We're not the only industry that's gone through this. There are many industries that have had to change. And I just think I'm energized by that. I'm just energized by constantly having to find solutions. You know, I have a city, as an example, that's a client. We went through an entire strategic plan for 5 years. Oil prices have now dropped in Oklahoma. I get a call, and they're sitting right next door to two very large oil and gas companies getting ready to do layoffs. Strategic plan out the window. Have to start over. That energizes me because now I have a new problem to solve.
Great. Okay, last question. Business owners watch our show for one of 3 or 4 reasons. One, they're looking for a way to take a little more time off, more personal freedom. Number 2, they may want to grow their company faster. Number 3, they may want to transition the ownership to either third party or family member or key employee group. And number 4, we run into a fair number of companies where the owner is trying to redefine their purpose either after they sell, what they're going to do next, or they're reluctant to sell because they don't know what they're going to do next. So you can pick any one of those 4 areas. If you could give business owners one tip in any of those areas, what do you think it might be?
From a benefit standpoint, I would say there's 2 things. And one is do your housekeeping. Make sure that the benefit package that you're offering your employees, both from a compensation standpoint and from a benefit standpoint, is sellable. There are so many people that do not, you know, they may have things that, like a cash balance defined benefit program, or things that are very, very beneficial to them but are very high dollar and not going to be acceptable at all to a seller. So those things have to be really looked at from a time basis, and they have to pay attention to that.
Okay.
So I think they really have to look at what are the packages that I'm offering my employees, and are they sellable? Are they packageable? Is somebody going to accept them, or are they going to be a roadblock in that strategy? And then I think the next thing they have to do is they have to think of themselves. And there's, how old am I? How am I going to take care of my own needs? What kind of options am I going to have? What do I want to negotiate as part of my benefit strategy? And what do I really need to think about? Because all of those things are possible, but they need to be creative, and they need to be thought of in advance. And I can tell you the one thing that business owners make the largest mistake of, happens every day, happened to me last week, and that is, I'm retiring, I've sold the business, it's happening in 2 days. How do I get coverage, and what do I do with my employees? And that is that they don't include their consultant so that they can help them with that strategy.
Okay, great, good information, and very good interview. That was Cher Bumps. She's with CABA in Oklahoma City. For more information about Cher and the firm, please check out the show notes on the episodes page of our website.